Today we're flying into what is often considered the most scenic airport in America, that is, Sedona. On the way, we stopped by the Winslow Crater, which is one of Arizona's many prominent landmarks. We departed Falcon Field and followed the Beeline Highway to Payson. This is one of the most scenic highways to drive in the state and was equally as scenic from the air. When flying over sparsely populated areas, I prefer to stay close to highways when I can, just in case of emergency. It's amazing how quickly the topography changes in Arizona.
Take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. Lighten up while you still can. Don't even try to understand. Just find a place to make your stand and take it easy. Well, I'm standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona, and such a fine sight to see. It's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford, slowing down to take a look at me. Come on, baby, don't say maybe. I gotta know if your sweet love is gonna save me. We may lose and we may win, but we will never be here again. So open up, I'm climbing in. So take it easy.
My mic adapter was having some issues, so I couldn't record the audio. I'm flying with Nick Tracy in the backseat and Clint Decker sitting behind me. He made a video from his own perspective on his YouTube channel, which I'll have a link to in the description. My co-pilot for today was Courtney Franklin, who usually flies F-35s for the Marine Corps base in Yuma, Arizona. This was his first time flying a Cessna in years. I was glad to have someone to take the flying while I indulge in taking all these videos. The topography gets progressively greener the closer to Payson we get until it becomes a lush forest near the Mogollon Rim. I always say that the Cessna 182 is my favorite GA plane because of its performance and also that it's a high wing. We took off at maximum gross weight, which includes 4 grown men and 88 usable gallons of fuel, and had no issue climbing the 11,500 feet with a naturally aspirated engine at a cruise climb of 95 knots. It took nearly a half hour to get to a cruise altitude, but we had good separation from the 8,000 foot high snow-dusted rim. I did a touch and go in the town of Winslow, which has an elevation of 41 feet, which is the highest airport I've ever landed a small plane. The density altitude was just under 7,000 feet. When we approached the town, the scenery changed drastically again to a flat landscape with Humphreys Peak sticking out in the distance and a reddish tint that almost felt Martian. As soon as we went west of the crater, we saw the Coconino Forest and its very distinct boundary. We did this flight at the end of March, and the snow was a reminder of what winter is like outside of Phoenix. We could catch a glimpse of the airport in the distance before we started the most scenic descent I have ever done in my life.
Welcome to Sedona, guys. You still got 2,000 people.
All right, another one of my videos with a hike in the middle of it. There's a popular restaurant at the airport and a hiking trail that goes around the mesa the airport rests on. Right, Bell Rock, Cathedral Rock, Hiking, flying, meteor craters all in one day. Perfect kind of day.
How can feel? Feels too cold to do.
Taxiing out of there felt surreal because this has been on my bucket list since I was a student pilot. It's rather uncommon to have airports built on top of ridges and mesas. The only thing I've done so far that compares is Jackson County, North Carolina, and Ingalls Field, Virginia, which is the highest public runway in the east at only 3,792 feet. Analog altimeter stopped working in flight as we flew direct over miles of empty mountains on the way home. Subscribe for more Arizona videos coming in the future.